Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone. My name is Winda Pramata Putri from 5BA class. In this good opportunity, I would like to explain about the types of variable. First of all, let me tell you what is variable. We will not be able to do very much in research unless we know how to talk about variable. Well, variable is any entity that can take on different values. What does it mean? Okay, so anything that can vary can be considered a variable. For example, age can be considered a variable because age can take different values for different people or for the same person at different time. Similarly, country can be considered a variable because a person's country can be assigned a value. Well, now we go on to the first type of variable. It is categoric variable. Categoric variable, as the name implies, is usually grouped into a category or multiple categories. Categoric variable is a combination of information that is divided into groups. For example, if an organization or agency is trying to gather biodata from its employers, the resulting data later is referred to categoric variable because it may be grouped according to the variable present in the biodata, such as gender, state of age, and so on. Another example is a restaurant is trying to collect a data of the amount of pizza ordered a day according to the type of pizza. We regard this as categoric variable. When gathering the data, a restaurant will group the number of orders according to the type of pizza ordered. In this case, the type of pizza ordered is categoric variable. Well, categoric variables are divided into two, namely a nominal data and an ordinal data. A nominal data is a type of categoric variable which has no intrinsic ordering to its categories, while an ordinal data is a type of categoric variable which has a clear and intrinsic ordering to its category. Now we will see the difference between a nominal data and an ordinal data through examples. The first example is about brand of soaps. When doing competitive analysis research, a soap brand may want to study its competitors among their target market. In this case, we have Dove, Lux, and Lifebuoy. This is a multiple choice nominal data collection example. And the second example is about customer satisfaction. After rendering service to customer, businesses like hotel like to get feedback from customers regarding their service to improve. For example, very poor, neutral, good, and very good. And this is an example of an ordinal data collection process because the responses have a specific order to them and will be listed in ascending order. After all, what are the advantages of using categoric variable? The first advantages we can see from job application. When applying for a job, employers collect both nominal and ordinal data. This includes the job seeker's biodata and a combination of relevant skill and experience. Employers do this to determine the best candidate for the job. And the second advantage is in e-commerce. When placing an order, For a product or service on an e-commerce website, one is required to input some details which are regarded as categoric variable. The data collected in this case is nominal data. Number 3 is in customer service. Organizations or companies use this after selling their product or service to a customer. This is used to know how the customer feels about their product or service to improve the overall customer experience. Number 4 is in survey and questionnaire. A categoric variable is used to gather information from both online and offline survey and questionnaires as the case may be. The type of categoric variable data used may differ depending on the aim of the data collection. And the last is in personality test. This is a common test that is used for investigating the kind of personality traits a respondent possess. This test is used by companies for investigating whether a personality trait is compatible with the company's work culture or not. Well, now we go on to the second type of variable. It is continuous variable. What is continuous variable? Continuous variable is defined as variable which can take an uncountable set of values or infinite set of values. A continuous variable is a variable that can take on any value within a range. A continuous variable is also considered metric or quantitative, where the variable can have an infinite number or value between two given points. A variable is continuous if it is theoretically possible for members of the group to fall anywhere on a spectrum with small amounts of characteristics on one end and a large amount of characteristics on the other end. Continuous variables are often measured in infinitely small units. For example, if a variable over a non-empty range of the real number is continuous, then it can take on any value in that range. Thus, the range of real numbers between x and y, with x and y are real numbers and x is not as same as y, is said to be uncountable and infinite. Also, continuous variable would take forever to count. In fact, we would get to forever and never finish counting them. For example, take an age. We cannot count age because it would literally take forever. For example, 20 years, 9 months, 15 days, 5 hours, and so on. All in all, what are the advantages of using this continuous variable? The first is inferences can be made with few data points, and valid analysis can be performed with small samples. Number 2, smaller samples are usually less expensive to gather. Number 3, high sensitivity. In this case, it's about how close to or far from a target. And number 4, variety of analysis options that can offer insight into the sources of variation. Well, that's all about my explanation. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this knowledge will be useful for us. Thank you for the good attention. Good day. See you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.